Okay, let's get started. Hey horror freaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notification every single time that I post a video, and I post every single week. As you can see from the title, today's video is going to be my full review with spoilers of Charles. This is a Chucky fun film that came out on July 23 of 2022. This film was in development ever since 2019, but it was finally able to be released here on YouTube. I'm going to be leaving down below the link in case that you're interested in watching the full film. Now, as always, all my reviews are with spoilers. If you don't want them just to see if this was worth it or not, on the description box down below, you're going to find my spoiler-free review because I like to give you guys the two options. So given the little talk and disclaimer ahead, let's get into the video. Now, Charles, the fun film, follows a couple after moving to their first apartment and they encounter a redhead freckled doll. Soon they discover that their home and doll revere an evil presence. The film basically starts with showing Charles Lee Ray and Tiffany. What could have been happening before the actual film started in Child's Play, when we have him so hurt and someone is following him and gets to the toy store and he does the ritual. So it's like a prequel in a sense. That just little scene is just a little prequel of what could have happened. It's a what if of Charles Lee Ray before getting himself into Chucky and dying. So it's basically that's the opening scene, and then we jump to this couple that is moving to their first house. By the way, the film is just 1 hour, so it's quite short and very straight to the point. They move into this house and the husband finds a Chucky on the basement. Now, when he first encountered Chucky, he kind of feels dizzy and he even gets into the floor. So it's kind of, you could be saying maybe he's been possessed by the doll, but they never explain that. Sadly, since the film is so short, they never really got to explain some plot holes along the way. But the film and the story definitely has the potential to be longer and to elaborate a little bit more. So he gets that feeling from the doll, but he takes him out. The couple kind of sees the doll, and at some point the wife gets alone on the house, and this scene reminds me a lot to the opening scene on Dead Silence, when we have her alone on the apartment with the doll and the doll kills her. Exactly the same thing happened here, not precisely the death, but the events. And when the husband gets into the house, he's been, of course, being accused of killing her, since there's no signal that someone else entered into the house. And there's this scene when he's on the police department that he starts talking, and it's different, almost like he's being possessed by Chucky. But like I said, they never really explain it that, so that's just there. He returns to the house, and this is when he has his encounter with Chucky, and he realizes what it is, and he has a fight. This time, of course, Chucky is trying to get into the man, something, of course, like he tried with Andy. He tries that with everyone. So they have this fight along on the house, and a year later, we see on the news that he actually died, and many other people died, and Chucky's next to a girl. So of course we know that Chucky is more than alive and ready to keep committing crimes. Like I said, the film is really straight to the point, quite short. Of course, it's a fun film, so we can't ask that much. We need to be realistic with that. It's a fan film. They can do as much as they can. They don't have a big production. They don't have that big budget. It took them a while to do this film, but I am glad that I was able to finally watch it. I think, like I said, the film had the potential to become a more elaborated story. Of course, they worked with what they could. The story itself, like the plot, they could have developed it a little bit more. So, of course, has potential. Now, when it comes to the special effects, for being a fun film, I think that they were pretty good. The doll looks good. There's a scene where he cuts Chucky's hand and we see like the flesh on the doll. Look at really good and similar to what we have seen before in other Chucky films. I really feel that this film is a really good treat for Chucky fans. It's not the best film out there, of course, but for being a fun film, it's good. It's decent. So it's enjoyable at best. So it's not boring either. So that's something good. It's really fast paced. That's the only thing, since of course it's so short and there's so many things that are left behind as the movie goes forward, that it's it's comprehensible, the reality. So I don't want to judge this film too hard because, like I said, it's a fun film. I can't be that hard on a fun film because I know that they didn't have what big studios had. So of course they worked with what they had and it was good. The music also was really good. That's something that I really like it. So in terms of my rating, I will give this film a 3 out of 5 or a 6 out of 10. Like, it deserves the chance to be watched for you to have your own opinion. So like I said, I'm going to be leaving the link for you to enjoy the film. It's free on YouTube. If you already watched it, you can let me know down below what you thought about the film. Or did you even know about this? Like I said, the fans that have been waiting even longer than me. I've been waiting since last year that I found out about this film. But well, I think that this is all. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about this film on the comments down below. And I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Bye.